It's just 1 week after taking office, President Trump is making waves with some of his new policies. He's expected to sign an executive order banning transgender people from serving openly in the military. KRON 4's Stephanie Rothman joins us live in the newsroom now with how the transgender community is responding to this. Stephanie?
President Trump says openly allowing transgender people in the military undermines the readiness and unit cohesion. Advocates say this is the latest example of an administration determined to restrict the rights of the LGBTQ+ community, and local groups say they're not backing down.
I saw traumatic things about the way people were outed, hunted, humiliated.
Stephanie Wade is a transgender woman who served in the Marines for 9 years during the 80s and the 90s before she transitioned. She says banning a group that already makes up a small minority in the military will only push people back into the closet like she had to do herself.
We have a shameful history in the past that we're making progress on, and now this administration and its supporters want to turn the clock back at least 50 years on LGBTQ rights.
Banning groups of people simply because of who they are is completely contrary to the core military value.
Jorge Reyes Salinas is with Equality California. He says the new requirements in the order that accuse transgender troops of being not physically or mentally capable to serve hurt the country more than help.
There are already thousands of transgender service members currently in the military who have met these standards and more than proven themselves to serve, who want to protect our country.
On Inauguration Day, the president also revoked an executive order that allowed transgender people to serve and prevented the military from discharging soldiers because of their gender identity. This new military executive order makes those restrictions official. This executive order comes as Pete Hegseth starts his new role as the U.S. Defense Secretary. Hegseth has previously criticized the transgender community as well as women soldiers. He later backtracked on those comments during his confirmation hearing, but Wade says he's someone who
may have served quite honorably, but who's clearly not qualified for his job and talks a big game about meritocracy, but he has no management experience.
Equity California and other advocates say despite the ongoing attack, they will not stop fighting. President Trump also recently signed an executive order demanding that sex be defined only by two genders, male and female, on federal documents. This includes passports. But activists say the community should not lose hope as legal challenges are already underway. Back to you.